The theme song. What up, people? This is the new sports podcast we're doing with my boy Fink and Big Money D, the big beast from the East. Yeah, we're talking about sports, anything sports. I guess we're called the Dumb Jocks Sportscast right now because that's the only name we thought of. You know what I mean? But we're gonna cover everything from just between basketball. No, not basketball. These guys don't like basketball. Football, soccer, and some hockey. And so I guess both footballs, right? So what do you guys want to talk about first here? You guys want to talk about the NHL or the NFL? I think NFL is more suiting. Yeah. NFL is a little more suiting. I think it's almost play. I think it is playoff time right now, and I think Tom Brady has a.
Tomorrow's the first game, 1:00. I think no.
Yeah, and Tom Brady has the pressure, eh? Well, not pressure really, but I think everybody's expecting him to pull some magic out again.
Honestly, I think Tampa's going to do it again.
That'd be crazy.
I have them in the final against the Bills.
Imagine if Tampa wins it again, and then that Antonio Brown guy, how would he feel, eh?
Fuck him, man. You can't do that shit. You got to act professional on the field.
Do you think that guy's suffering from CTEs? That you think that's why he acted out? Something like probably mental is wrong with this guy.
Oh, that's been a given, though, for a while, though. Look at how he acted when he was in Oakland, when he pulled that whole stunt of not wanting to go there. And then what, Mike, it was with Buffalo, right? He didn't want to go to Buffalo and be traded there. So he had his hissy fit there. But even take him back
he went to Oakland, right?
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. He wanted to go.
But if you look at it like that, then you gotta think about Chad Ochocinco there. Everybody claimed he was mental when he left, but he wasn't. He was just sick of all the NFL politics. And he did what he wanted to. And he's actually a very smart guy, right?
Yeah.
And but I think Antonio Brown is kind of like a different case because it seems like he's going through some brain injuries or something, the way he's acting. Yeah.
Everyone says he hasn't been ever right ever since he had that playoff game where he got the concussion. Ever since then, like his mental health has just been downhill from there.
Yeah. That's screwed up about football, man. Like, I don't know if I'd let my kid play football. That sounds crazy, though, eh? Not letting your kid play football. It's a sport.
I agree with that. I wouldn't like my kids playing that.
Or even I'd like them to learn karate self-defense, maybe because karate is self-defense. But like MMA, I'm not going to watch my kid get his face punched.
All right. Grow up to be a reason.
Yeah, he's going to. Dude, I'll tell you this story when I met Leon Spinks. He's the guy that Mike Tyson knocked out at his first heavyweight fight in like 10 seconds. This guy met him in Las Vegas, and this guy was signing autographs. So I was like, oh, shit, I'm going to go see Leon Spinks. So I'm like, I got a picture of him, his autograph on my wall in Croatia, right? And he's a boxer, obviously. He fought Mike Tyson. He lost. And he's reading a paper off his hand to learn to know how to write his name. It was so I was like, damn, you know? Damn.
That's what that sport does.
That guy has juice in his head. That's it. It was kind of upsetting because then he has this white dude that is just like standing over him, like he's like a handler, like he's like a pet, it's like it was crazy to see. It was like, and this guy's like he didn't even know how to talk or nothing, you know. And he wasn't like super old. He was just 50 something, 60 maybe when I met him.
Crazy.
That sounds
it's
crazy.
That's
yeah.
Young.
And it's like look at all the football players. Like I mean soccer players. Sorry, soccer players. You don't see that. You just don't see that.
No, there's no head injuries.
Even in hockey, like what Eric Lindros. Oh, actually, sorry.
Korea.
Wade Belak hung himself because he had CTE.
Oh yeah.
A lot of fighters. So a lot of fighters do it, but it's because they're fighting. That's what. But I mean, I don't want to see fighting get canceled in hockey. That's for sure.
No, can't. Yeah. I agree. It's part of the sport, in my opinion. It's a game changer. It's literally a game changer. Look at was that last year or this year where Simmons got in that fight and then the Leafs came back and won.
Yeah, that's what I mean. It's like, and that's like a rare moment nowadays in hockey because it's like they're already trying to get it out of the sport. Yeah, remember back in the day? I know you guys aren't Leaf fans, but like remember Ty Domi
all the time.
I
grew up that as a Leaf fan. I fucking watch games all the time. Domi and all the like.
like that was the best part watching Domi. Like, oh shit, Domi's out there, you know.
Mm-hmm.
And Bob Probert, that guy, R.I.P. to him too, I think. Dino Ciccarelli.
Yeah.
All these guys. That was like when real hockey was. Now it's like I don't even think that.
Well, then it got to a point where like once Philly came in, it was a fucking gong show of a bunch of goons, right?
Yeah, and now it gives like room for like a Brad Marchand to go around and be a tough guy in the league. You know,
is he a tough guy though? That guy's just a fucking mouthpiece.
Yeah, but that's what I mean. Before he'd get his head punched in.
Oh yeah.
And now he's like this guy that everybody's just like annoyed by. He's like, shut him up, then shut the guy up.
Yeah, you know? Really buries a hat the other night though.
Yeah, and, how about his nose shine there? You guys see that?
Yeah, did he get a puck in the face or something?
Yeah. And then Crosby got it too. Crosby. They're looking like twins. Yeah, but what do you guys think of the NHL overall nowadays?
It's gone soft, in my opinion. It's gone soft.
Yeah, I think it's actually really soft, and it's like watching the Leafs. This is arguably their best team, like ever that I've been a Leaf fan, like since I've been alive. Best team since Sundin days. Sundin never had a good team with him, right?
And 40 years, eh?
Yeah. So, so this is like their best team, and it's the worst one to watch. It's so boring. Like, sure they score, but it's like, man. Yeah, it's like holy crap. It's like when they get up 5-1. Who are they? They're up 5-1 or 4-1 against, I think, Avalanche. No.
Yeah, 4-1. We came back and won in overtime.
Yeah, it's like that's the Leafs. That's the Leafs. You know, you can't.
Wasn't it Kadri that scored the winner? No.
No, was it?
No, I think that was the next night. I think.
Dude, I swear to God, I turned it off 4-1. I'm like, oh, there's no way this should be a game.
I thought it was a repeat of the game I went to. I went to the one here in Toronto, and it was fucking 8-2. Man, paid $300 to see a fucking beat down.
It's crazy, eh?
Yeah. And it was literally a repeat. The first period, you guys went up 3-0, and we scored a late one in the end of the first, and then and then it was 8-2 final.
But do you think it's a case with the Leafs that they let them eat? They're like, yeah, you know the saying, "Let the big dog eat." That means let the big players get their goals, because in the playoffs we're gonna shut them down. You know, so they get comfortable, and then that's like Matthews. He scored. Last 9 games, he's had at least 1 goal in each game, right? So he's on a streak. But it's like they lose 2-1 against Coyotes. So if he's not scoring, they're just a bunch of cheerleaders, I guess.
Well, look at that game against Colorado, for example. They just it's all Matthews and Soup, man.
Yeah,
that's all that game was.
It's crazy, man. Yeah,
they left him out to dry in the third period of that game.
Yeah, I know, and that's what I mean. It's like, what do you guys
got
think
lucky
about
with that guy?
Who?
Soup.
Yeah. Well, I think the Leafs have got unlucky with a lot of. I think they got unlucky with a lot of these guys, like Marner, Nylander. They've kept all these. I think it's Dubas. That's like he made it look like at the beginning. Wow, what business he was doing, and then it just all fell apart. It's because
you got leader. 4 players tied up in half your salary.
Yeah, and that's when it backfires on you when you buy it all for 1 year to win. Like when they bought Joe Thornton and Spezza and all these old players. That was the year that he put all his eggs in a basket. It's like, this is all or nothing. But somehow he still has a job with the Leafs. I don't get it. I don't know, because like they don't have a future.
Yeah, really.
Yeah, and that Rasmus Sandin or whatever, he was supposed to be like a real good player. I don't know if he's okay, but he's not like Dolan from Buffalo.
That Mikheyev guy's pretty decent, though.
Yeah, he's pretty good. Yeah,
but I think you're gonna be able to hold on to him.
Yeah, I know. Well, we can't. Even a guy like Kerfoot or something. Like look at what's the guy?
We're in the same boat. We have nothing. We have like $330,000 in salary cap space, and look at Kadri.
Yeah, and
he's going to be looking to get paid after this season now.
Oh, and yeah, especially because took a pay cut to be on the Leafs for a long time. You know.
And that's what. I can't see Kadri wanting to leave the Avs. And that being said, I see him taking a very huge pay cut. Because, we paid Mikko and we paid Gabe. In 2 more years, we're going to have to pay Mac as well.
Well, the thing is, I think Kadri's a loyal dude. And wherever he feels fucking loved.
That's what I mean.
And it's like Kadri, it's like, I think the Avalanche fans love Kadri. I think
they do.
They realize what they have, and the Leafs never realized that. When the Leafs traded Kadri, first to start off with, what's that guy's name? That Russian dude that they used to have. He was a little scrappy guy like Kadri. I forget the guy's name. Komarov or something. Leo Komarov.
Yeah, Leo. Yeah.
So when they got rid of him, and then 2 years later to get rid of Kadri, I was just like, now we have no heart. We have absolutely nobody, no nails on our team, you know?
Yeah, you got that bucket Wayne Simmons.
Yeah, he thinks he's a goal scorer. He fights like once, you know?
Skates fucking like a figure skater.
Dude's ready. Like, what's that Will Ferrell movie, eh? Where he's a figure skater? That's it.
Yeah.
That's Michael Michaels, yeah. But how about the Stars, man? Davis, fill us in the Stars. What's going on with them?
They lost Ben Bishop, eh?
Well, that's the thing. Beginning of this year, we signed Holtby, we had Ottinger, we had Dobby, we had Bishop, right? I think honestly, Stars had an idea that Bishop was not coming back after the knee injury last year, right? Like, sat out all last year, and good on Ottinger to come out of the AHL and pretty much hold down the fort for so long, show us that we got a future there in the net. But, this is still a team I find that doesn't know, do they want to compete or do they not? They go out, they beat Florida, no problem. And now look at tonight, they're just playing like you said, Bunjo, like teams got players who have no heart in it. And it's just like, you have the money.
Yeah, you have the money.
So spend it. Like, what's the point of getting all these, 1 year rental players? Like, we go out there, we get face off men and everything like that. And it does us no good.
Yeah, I'm sick of that. The rent-a-players and shit, man.
Yeah, that's right. I hate
there's
that.
There's no heart anymore. Guys like McKinnon who takes this massive team-friendly contract, man. Guy's a superstar. Well, he's not making 12 mil like McDavid or whatever fuck he's getting paid.
Yeah, or Matthews. I think Matthews.
But look at the 3 teams. Like, look at our 3 teams. You got the Leafs, the Stars, and the Avs. All 3, you look at it on paper, there's no reason every year those teams shouldn't be competing for the cup. And maybe 1 or 2 of those teams make the playoffs and make a run for it. Right?
Yeah, I don't understand how your team's not better than they are, man. You get Radulov, Jamie Benn, Tyler Seguin.
That's what I'm saying.
I know
you look at that team on the
guys, but you throw in Hiskinen and Klingberg, like.
But that's what I mean. You look at a team on paper, and they're like, "There's no reason this team shouldn't be dominating the league." And then you get teams like, let's use Montreal. Montreal goes on to wild Stanley Cup run last year, and they had who? Suzuki.
Yeah, it's crazy. Yeah. But I like. Do you think that comes back to that division being easy, or do you think that just the Oilers and the Leafs are just a failure in the playoffs? Like, do you think that's why Montreal pushed through and made it to the finals?
They just had more heart. They had more. It was that, man. It happens every so often. You'll get that 8 seed team that just like the Kings when they won
Blues.
Yeah, the Blues. They just they're on a fucking roll, man.
Yeah,
I bet if you assembled that exact same team, put them in this season,
they ain't gonna do shit.
Yeah,
no.
They got lucky. Caulfield came in and fucking killed it. Suzuki was gelling with them.
And now look at them.
Yeah.
It's like it's awful. It's like I like to see it but the kids like the Suzuki, I like him, but I don't like Montreal as a team, obviously. But Montreal,
Carey Price.
Yeah, and Carey Price, like
there's huge speculation of him coming to the Avs, but like 10.5 mil, there's no fucking way.
Yeah, it's like they have to do some illegal stuff, pay him under the table or something.
Or Montreal's got to retain half that salary, and
I wonder why they don't do some more illegal stuff. These teams.
Because it's not soccer, bro.
Yeah, it's like or football.
There's no Russian billionaires in the NHL,
dude,
right?
Dude, the NFL gets dirty with those kind of things.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, especially the college football. Dude, that's dirty.
I don't follow that shit.
Me neither. I don't really follow it. I don't even watch. I like basketball, but you guys don't like basketball.
I don't care for it.
So. Yeah, I know it's like I went to back when the Raptors first had a team in '96. I went to like every game for when I lived in Canada.
I've only been to like 2 games, I think.
And they're cheap. They're dirt cheap. Like I try to go to Leaf games, but buddy, I paid what?
20.
I paid $150 for a nosebleed seat all the way at the top.
Yeah, $300 for 20th row.
It's crazy, isn't it?
Watch my team get spanked.
Imagine a regular family trying to bring their kid to a game. It's impossible. Especially when
you can't. Yeah, no, you can't. Not around here. You have to drive all the way to Ottawa.
Yeah, or Buffalo.
Or Buffalo. But
yeah,
right now you can't do that shit.
Dude, like buying a drink is like a beer is like $20 at the game.
Yeah.
It's crazy. It's crazy, isn't it?
That's fucking stupid. Glad I quit drinking.
Yeah, man. They're soon. Oh, yeah. When do you think they're going to start selling joints at the games in Canada?
Can't smoke. Can't smoke indoors.
Oh, yeah. No smoking. Yeah.
Can't even smoke a cigarette inside there, right?
That's crazy. Well, yeah, but there has to be a smoking area.
No.
There's just
no.
There's no smoking area. Like outside.
No, when I went to Leaf game back in December, you can't. No re-entry.
That's crazy.
Yo, buddy, I was itching.
You love your smokes too. No, but so speaking about Canadian teams, what do you think about McDavid? What do you think about?
I honestly think he's overrated.
Yeah, because like these. Do you think it's because he's just Canadian and he plays on Edmonton? He has a Gretzky thing going on.
Yeah. Or imagine if Matthews was Canadian.
Yeah, or like you said, McKenna, if he played for Montreal or Toronto, it'd be a different.
He'd be the same market as McDavid.
Yeah, and it's like you can't I was looking at the stats from 2016. McDavid, like to me, goals are worth more than assists. I don't care how you look at it, right?
Oh,
goals
of course.
Are so like Matthews is far superior in goals than almost everybody, but he doesn't get the same recognition. But he plays on Toronto. Just like Ovechkin. Ovechkin doesn't get a fair shake. Like he can beat Gretzky's scoring record.
But in our lifetime, I'm excited to see it. I'm rooting for him. I'm excited to see that. I didn't see Gretzky
people don't even have Ovechkin as a top 5 hockey player. They have Crosby.
He's not. I don't see how you can put Ovechkin as a top 5.
How?
You're telling me
the guy's 36 and he's second in goals. Are you crazy?
I get that. I get it. But as far as Ovechkin goes, he can lead the league in goals and this and that. But there are so many players I would put ahead of him before I consider.
Let's hear why. Why though? Let's hear why.
As far as
top 5 in the league, Davis.
Like right now?
Yeah. Right now.
Top 5, I'll give you.
I'm not talking about top 5 in the league right now. I'm talking about top 5. If you put Crosby over Ovechkin, top 5 in a lifetime, like you're nuts. You're absolutely nuts. Crosby,
absolutely. Absolutely. I would put Crosby ahead of Ovechkin.
Crosby is only played with number 1 draft picks. Ovechkin has made people like Green, Alexander Semin, TJ Oshie, all these guys. He's made all those guys become superstars. Once they leave his team, remember Alexander Semin? He was one of the top goal scorers, point getters in the league. Once he left Ovechkin's side, where'd these guys go? What happened?
True.
Well, how about Green? Remember Green, the defenseman? What happened? That's the difference between Ovechkin and Crosby. Ovechkin puts it because when Ovechkin sees his players score, he celebrates like he scored. And he's on the bench and he's celebrating. You don't see that. Crosby, sure, he has that gentleman thing where he's like, I've done this before, the mailman doesn't celebrate every time he delivers mail, But
they're both they're both amazing though.
But look at let's put this.
Absolutely.
It all depends though. What kind of player are you looking for? Are you looking for a leader? You're going to take Crosby.
I'm looking.
You're not going to take Ovechkin to be a leader of your team. Sure, he's the captain of Washington.
I definitely would because Crosby has played with how many number 1 draft picks has he had on his team at once?
Look at McDavid.
41 to cut. Yeah, that's what I mean. That's exactly the same thing. I think Ovechkin's better than both these guys. That's my point. Exactly. I think Ovechkin makes his players better. He doesn't have better players like those guys.
I agree.
Yeah. Look at TJ Oshie. Remember TJ Oshie before he went to Washington? Yeah, he wasn't like crazy good, and now he's like almost better than Ovechkin on the team. You know?
Yeah.
That's my point. Remember, Alexander Semen's like a perfect example because this guy, he was. I remember he was like more goals than Ovechkin at one point, more assists. And then he wanted a bigger pay. He left to a different team and couldn't. And then he just disappeared. And he was like 25 in his prime. You know that's the difference to me. And it's like Ovechkin's 36 and putting numbers on the board. And the other guy, Crosby, we got Crosby on the other hand. Yeah, that's all I'm saying. What's he doing at 36?
So what's the record? 850, 94, 854, 94.
Yeah, but like, look at I'm talking about individual, like their whole thing, like combined. You like, because I think Crosby still has a better team than Ovechkin. I think just Crosby's a little bit. I think he's going to be the next Eric Lindros. You know, I don't think he's going to be able to walk straight soon. That guy, and that don't you guys? So that brings me to my next point. Don't you think that that has a big that should have a big influence on why you're good. Like, because you can argue Mike Bossy and Pavel Bure are the best goal scorers ever in history of hockey, but they only played 800 games. And if they would have played 1,300 games, or they only played like 500 games, some of them, you know,
well,
it would have had more goals.
Same as Forsberg, bro. Like we were debating the other day, you and I. Forsberg played half the games Sundin did.
No, not half. I wouldn't say half, but I get it. I get what you're saying. No, he played like 1,000, and Sundin only played like 1,300. But I'm saying this. That's why it has a part. Sundin stayed healthy enough to play those 1,300 games, whereas Forsberg didn't. So Lemieux wasn't healthy enough, but Gretzky was. You understand?
Yeah. Lemieux would have broke all the records, 100%.
Yeah, but that's what I mean.
Lemieux's.
Yeah, but he didn't. But he didn't.
No, you're right.
Yeah. So it's like that's what I mean.
Not everybody asked for cancer either, though.
No, but that's part of luck. Yeah, to be great, you have to be lucky, right? Look at Mike Bossy and Pavel Bure. They should have had the most goals in NHL history by far, but they only played 700, 800 games.
I think Lemieux would have, though. To be honest, I think Lemieux would have held all the records.
No, Mike Bossy has the best goals per game. And like that, he has the best percentage. That's a fact. Like out of people that played over 100 games, not
yeah.
And he actually has the best goals per game. You know and he only played like 700 games, and so did Bure. Bure has how many 50 goal seasons? So, you know, and he only played like 5 seasons. So I don't know. It's crazy, man. That's what I mean. It's like you can argue who's better, but it's like when you look at the act. That's why I look at Crosby and Ovechkin, and I say, sure, they're both still playing games, but Ovechkin still skates, still hits, like
second in the league in scoring, third points.
Yeah. So it's like that. That's where I look at it, and it's like I get that he's Russian, and nobody wants to see a Russian as a Canadian do better. But
no, exactly. But hey, it's the fucking way it is, man.
I don't think it has anything to do if he's Russian or comparing a Russian and Canadian.
How doesn't it?
Yeah,
because,
doesn't it?
Because unlike you, Mike. Like when Ovechkin won it, I was happy. It was about time he finally won the cup, right?
I agree. I didn't.
No, but I'm saying this. I'm saying this. So then, how can you sit there and say that Ovechkin's not better than him right now?
Because it's how you're basing it off the stats, right? You're saying, he's still at 37, 38.
But he's second in points.
Yeah.
I give him that, but where is this when come playoffs times? And mind you, no, Crosby's not putting up the 30, 40, 50 goals that he did when he first broke out into the league, right? Like when remember when Ovechkin and Crosby had the point chase every year, right? It was who was going to have more points, Ovechkin or Crosby.
It's like this. He played with Lemieux at one point. He played with who has Ovechkin?
Malkin,
who has Ovechkin played with? Name a good player that was good before he came to Washington. An all-star, a number 1 draft pick. There has not been one. Braden Holtby was their goalie.
Right.
Who is Braden Holtby before that? Who? Nobody knows. And now they know.
What do you mean?
Yeah, but now where is he? Now when he left,
he's the same as any goalie though.
Yeah, but it's like Braden Holtby, all these guys, man, offense made their team a better defense team.
Isn't Holtby in Dallas?
Is he?
Yeah, that's what he is, right?
Yeah, he's in Dallas now.
That's what I mean. Like, remember this as you just mentioned. We're gonna get into Team Canada in a second. I think you have the roster. I want to see that roster. But I know you because
it's pretty crazy, bro. That's intense.
Yeah, it's pretty wild. But Justin Pogge was a name that sparked my interest there because the Leafs had a chance. They traded Andrew Raycroft for Tuukka Rask, right? So they could have had Tuukka Rask.
Raycroft played for Colorado too, I think.
But they picked Justin Pogge that year instead of Tuukka Rask. Remember, because he was But if you look at it, he was on a better team as in Canada. And Tuukka Rask was on Finland, which wasn't a good team. So he was basically making 100 saves a game. Well, Justin Pogge was making 10, 15, but he won the gold. So that's my point. When you're on a better team and you go to another shittier team like the Leafs, you don't shine. Mm-hmm. You just don't shine. And that's the difference between Ovechkin and Crosby. It's like he has a shitty team all the time, and he still shines. And but you expect the Washington Capitals to be like, some fucking they always have a chance because of Ovechkin. That's the only reason, And Crosby is like, man, they had Fleury as their goalie. They had the Stahl brothers. They had who else? Phil Kessel.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like how many players? Yeah, let's say. Damn. Remember their top 3 lines were like beastie. That Russian dude. What was that Russian dude's name? Back in the day, he was a good one too. I think he's what's his name? Damn, the Russian. I think he's a defender.
Gonchar?
Gonchar, yeah. That guy. Remember that guy? Damn. Yeah. Damn. That's all I'm saying. Is like it's easy to look at Crosby's. You can't hear me because I got all these rings stuck in my ears, right? Yeah. But it's like at the end of the day, well, you had a fucking stacked team your whole career. That's how I feel.
It's true.
Yeah.
It's true, but compared to championships, then.
That's what I just said. I said compare the champion. Like you compare the championships, but that's a team sport. That's why you're comparing the championships because his team was better, not because he was better.
Yeah.
But really was it though? Is always going to be the question.
It really
you can't say Crosby won every time those Penguins won. You can't say it was because of Crosby.
He had 5 number 1 draft picks on his team. What are you talking about? 5 number 1.
Are you saying that Fleury had nothing to do with any of those? Let's look at the goaltending for a second. You're saying Fleury didn't play lights out on any of those runs,
dude? Are you not listening to me? 5 number 1 draft picks. You know who is one of those number 1 draft picks? Marc-Andre Fleury.
Yeah, Fleury.
Yeah. So
he got drafted before Crosby, no?
Yeah, yes, but they all 5 years in a row they had like number 1 draft pick every number 1 draft pick, and they might have missed one. Yeah, they had Malkin, remember? They had Stahl. They had a few of them, and it's like, dude. Then they had Lemieux come back. It's just like, and Lemieux could tear anybody's ass at 37. I don't care. If Ovechkin can still do it, why couldn't Lemieux do it?
Yeah.
And and he had Lemieux as a mentor. Who did Ovechkin have? He didn't even speak English. He had to stay in a hotel probably, Who knows who was taking care of him. But that's all I'm saying. I think Ovechkin in the NHL doesn't get a fair shake. Like he doesn't even get like nominated for nothing half the time. Like, it's crazy. It's crazy to me. And that's what's going on with Matthews right now. Matthews has the most goals since he's been in the league. and I don't think anybody is like, oh well, you never make it past the first round. You know that, so it's like, but is that his fault?
No,
no. That's the Leafs as a whole.
Yeah, the Leafs. That's where. So, what do you think about the pressure in Toronto? Do you think there's a pressure in Toronto, or do you think it's this excuse that they use?
There's no pressure. There's zero.
So you think it's an excuse then that they can kind of lean back?
The Leafs don't give a shit if they win the cup. They're gonna sell the fucking stadium out no matter what.
But like I'm talking about, like when somebody sneezes, everybody hears about it, like in the media. You know, they're like, "Oh my god, did you hear Matthews? He just sneezed at the bar the other night. He might have COVID." This guy. Yeah. I don't know. It's pretty crazy though. It's like, I think they used to have pressure in Toronto, but I don't. I think I might ride with Fink on this one, where it's
back in the Sundin days and shit. There's a lot of pressure then.
Yeah. And
Gilmore, Sundin, like all that shit. Like,
and now I think it's less of a hockey town because of the Raptors. That's why, and TFC, and Toronto Argonauts. I think people are starting to realize
CFL is a fucking joke.
Yeah, but it's like in Toronto, people still. Yeah.
No, they don't, bro. Literally, the Argos are gonna fucking go to Halifax or some shit.
That's crazy. But like TFC is packed. Those games are packed all the time. Raptors games are packed. I think people are sick of Toronto Maple Leafs, to be honest with you.
They sell out because of corporate tickets. That's why.
Yeah.
It's all people there.
Well, yeah, it's like both of you. I'll agree with you on that. They don't care anymore. Like you said, when it was Sundin, Domi, everything, they actually fought to win a cup. And now, let's look at their last couple of playoff collapses. Yeah. And what's been done to change anything about it? What? Look at last year, you lose to Montreal. What do? You ship out your goalies, and you bring in, career backups to be your starter for what purpose? This is going to, like I said, this is going to be another probably one and done.
I'm not going to lie. I think their goalie's actually better now.
Jack Campbell's sick. Jack Campbell's fucking, he's one of those sleeper fucking goalies, man. He's gelling with a team and he's playing great.
I think it comes back to this for me. Kadri should have stayed, and they should have got rid of Marner a long time ago when they could have traded.
Yeah.
I said this before. I said they should have traded Marner, Nylander, and somebody else and try to get like a Matthew. I mean,
you know what? I'm so glad they made that trade.
And
Tyson Barrie, that guy got paid for fucking one season, 60 points, whatever he had.
Yeah, the guy's a bozo.
Fucking bum.
But yeah,
Kerfoot's a good, like, he's good. Yeah, he's good on the penalties.
He's a good second line guy.
Yeah,
and I think Hyman was another mistake.
Yep,
he was pretty good, and because that's when they after they didn't get rid of Marner that year, I was like, because Marner has lots of value. Remember that
before they re-signed him there, I thought maybe he'd come to Colorado, but
and then so Hyman, I was like, oh, this is the year they keep Hyman and then trade Marner because Marner, and then they trade Hyman. Oh, they let Hyman go.
They always fuck up. Look, they keep shit ass Marner because him and Matthews are best buddies. That's why.
Because Bieber loves him.
Yeah. All three of them, little fucking bum buddies.
and that's
that stash. Like, you look like a fucking. I'm not even gonna say.
Yeah, you look like a Bing Bong brother, bro.
Yeah.
You guys ever watch that from Saturday Night Live?
Yeah.
The Lonely Island guys, and they're like, I don't know, it's crazy. they're like,
send me a link or something.
It's crazy. Yeah. It's like basically they're perverts, right? And that's what he looked like. But yeah, man. I don't know, man. I think Toronto. I think Dubas is all right, but I think he needs to get rid of the friendship aspect. Like
he's young. He's young, man.
Yeah, and he wants to be cool, right? With the
hip.
Yeah. So it's like he's being friends with Matthews. Like, hey, Matthews has an ear on him, right? So do you think that's a thing still, where like the All-Stars have like, hey, get this guy or I'm not fucking playing anymore? Do you think they have a say like that in the dressing room anymore?
Like NBA, like LeBron and NBA?
No.
Yeah. No. Not in hockey.
Honestly, fuck that guy, bro. LeBron James. Fuck that guy.
Look, Karen James, they call him, I heard.
Fuck
that
guy.
Yeah, but what do you? So you don't think that exists too much in hockey? Maybe with Crosby or McDavid, that's it, eh?
That's about it.
Not even. I don't even think. I don't even think they fucking care. I think they just know the team's capable enough of putting a player beside them that can keep up with.
I think hockey is a different breed of a sport where it's like they're all humble, more or less, most of them, except for Sean Avery.
Yeah. Sean Avery's the best.
Yeah, I watch his YouTube channel, bro. He rides his bike down New York streets.
Yeah, he moved to LA though, I heard.
Yeah. Oh man, this guy when he's riding his bike, he like swears at people and tries to fight them all the time.
Yeah.
It's too funny,
it's awesome.
Man.
It's awesome. Because they're like walking on the bike path or something, or the car's attached parked in the fucking.
He's like, "What? Are you retarded?"
Yeah.
Oh man, I liked him. I liked when he did that stuff with Marty Brodeur and
the
all
stick
that
thing.
Stuff. Yeah, and then they made a new law because of that. You can't. Like it wasn't a law before, but
that's fucking.
I don't know, man. Yeah, like there's no guy like that anymore. Maybe no, Marchand's like that actually.
Marchand's a little piece of shit like that.
Yeah, so
but so is that fucking Ryan Reeves too. That guy's a fucking tool.
Yeah. Do you guys?
That's
like
all you can do is fight. Can't play hockey. Good shit.
Yes. Remember Darcy Tucker? He was like that.
Yeah.
I never liked him as a Leaf. Like my one buddy Billy Graham that's his favorite player on the Leafs in history, right? And I'm like, how can you like this guy? This guy was literally, those remember those games, those paddle hockey games in the dome, and the guys that just moved like this, He was that guy sitting beside the net, and Sundin would just bank it off him all the time.
He played for Colorado too.
Yes, and that's all he was. He just sit there, and Sundin would just hammer it at the net and just bank off him, and then he'd get his goal. That guy with Sundin, he got like 27, 30 goals. Same with Ty Domi. Ty Domi played on the first line with Sundin one year and got 20 something goals. Can you believe that? Ty Domi. That's crazy. That's crazy.
Son Max can do that.
Yeah, that's what. And Ty Domi barely scored ever before that. It's like, oh man, that's why
the difference of playing with a superstar.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, man. That's what I'm saying, Davis, about Crosby, man.
That's why Crosby was able to put up fucking 100 points.
Yeah. Like I don't know. Yeah. So Davis, how do you become a Dallas Stars fan? Was it Medano days or what?
Yeah, that was back what? I don't know. Probably great.
The crease.
Oh, don't even go there. It was pretty much back in the day, like grade school. Medano, Hull, Hatcher, Zuboff. Like those were my players that I just fell in love with. Eddie Belfour, Eddie the Eagle. Yeah, I followed that team. I think it was what.
When he came to Toronto, he used to get
didn't he?
He was drunk all the time.
Yeah, you'll end up leaving and going to Toronto, and he came from Chicago originally, but still,
Oh, another thing. How about Chicago? How about Chicago? Remember Michel Goulet and all these guys?
Mm-hmm.
What about that team? Remember that? That's a Jeremy Roenick, Michel Goulet, Brandon Shanahan. Who else was there? Chris Chelios. Remember, that's a team that never won, right?
Tony Amonte or
Tony Amonte. Yeah, remember how good is that team, and they didn't win.
Yeah,
it's the way she goes.
Yeah, that's what. So I can see what you guys. I can see
like same as the Leafs. Fuck, you guys got this guy and this guy. He can't do shit.
Yeah, that's what I mean. But it's like that's what I can say about Crosby though. He has the players and he knows how to utilize them. That's a difference, He just because you have good players doesn't mean you're going to win all the time.
No.
Yeah. No. You got to learn how to play with each other and put your I think your ego. I think an ego thing has to I think Crosby doesn't have an ego. That's why he's so good. I don't know about you guys. What do you think? Egos have to do with it or no?
Mike, what do you think?
What's that? Sorry, the wife came in. I was talking to her.
Do you think egos, because the Blackhawks, the team that we just mentioned, the 90s team.
Yeah, do you think changing their name?
Yeah. Do you think the egos had something to do with them not winning? Like a guy like Jeremy Roenick, Tony Amonte, Michel Goulet. Look at Crosby, because Crosby, I don't think has an ego. And, maybe he does, but he hides it in the media pretty good.
Yeah, no, he don't.
No. And it's like that. Do you think that because it's like just because you have all the good players, it doesn't mean you're going to win. I think that's the difference between a guy like Crosby and a guy like Tony Amonte and all them guys, right?
Yep.
It's like, yeah, and it's like because he know how to utilize them, and maybe he works with them, and they believe in him, and I don't know. I don't know. I've never been in a locker room with those kind of guys, yeah. But I don't know, man. So how about this? How about Arsenal versus Tottenham getting canceled because of COVID? Is that a joke or what?
Absolutely. It's like you said absolutely. It's like you said just before we went on, this is just a cop out.
Yeah, it's a cop. It's Arteta not want to be embarrassed. Eh? Yeah. It's because it's like North London, and it's like I get it. It's like they have 11 guys out, but that's the way she goes, bud. That's the way.
But don't you guys have an academy? We're fucking players.
Well, that's what we're saying. We just played friggin' Liverpool, with a limited roster. So why can't we do it again?
Do you see the Cobham graduates, bro?
Yeah.
What's his name? Conor Gallagher. He's leading Crystal Palace in goals.
Dude, we have a guy named Florin Balogun. If they just give him a shot, and Charlie Patino.
Well, the Bellerin or Bellerin.
Yeah, but they gave but look at they gave them all a chance against Nottingham Forest, and what happened? They got whomped. Yeah. So it's a. I think yeah, and it's like Mikel Arteta is. He's like probably like it's North London Derby. This is like a championship game to them, right? So it's like they can't lose this or get embarrassed. They don't want to get embarrassed, especially like
Spurs. Yeah, we just spanked them fucking back-to-back games.
And if they lose this game, you know what happens? Tottenham goes above them. So
and Arteta's out of a job.
Yeah. And then Arteta doesn't want to get fired right now, I don't think. Yeah. And like so Fig, I want to ask you this because you're a Chelsea guy. Mm-hmm. So do you think that the players quit on Frank Lampard or trying to get him out, or do you think he was just playing wrong?
I don't know. Part of me wants to say that the players eventually just gave up.
Yeah, because I think he's too hard.
But at the same time, how many graduates did he give their first team appearances to?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Reece James, Mason Mount, CHO, like the list goes on, bro.
Yeah, and it's like with Chelsea, it's like they were facing the same thing as Arsenal at that point when Frank Lampard was there. Holy shit! Like who's gonna get fired?
What's going on?
And then Lampard actually got fired. Remember because Arteta was actually more supposed to get fired before Frank Lampard because he had a good beginning of the season. Remember?
Mm-hmm.
And Arteta had a bad one. And then Arsenal beat Chelsea,
but Lampard got us into the Champions League.
Yeah, but that's what I mean.
Which we went on to win.
Do you think they gave up too soon on him, or do you think? Well, you guys got Champions League out of it, so
Chelsea fans, bro, it's how they are.
Yeah,
it's fucking savage. Like
and that's the difference between.
That's why when I heard that news about Lukaku, I was like, oh, this guy might be his last game. Like,
yeah,
you can't just talk shit about. Not that he was talking shit about Chelsea, but like saying
that's what I mean. It's like with Arsenal, you have a guy like Xhaka or whatever. This guy flips off the whole stadium, and then comes back and plays on the team. You know, in Arsene Wenger's day, Arsene Wenger would never let that guy back. Yeah, you don't get to play.
Yeah.
You flip off the fans, bro, and walk off like that. And he was a captain.
Antonio Brown, same shit.
Yeah, but this guy's a captain. Imagine Tom Brady doing that. That's unheard of. You can't be like that. I remember. So you guys both know who Thierry Henry is, right? Obviously.
Yeah.
Yeah. So Thierry Henry said,
"Shouldn't be on this podcast if you don't."
Yeah. Thierry Henry said this. He's like, he had Ashley Cole over at his house once, and or Patrice Evra, and Patrice Evra was like, I remember watching a Arsenal game with Henry at his house. He turned it off. He's like, I can't watch an Arsenal game when this guy Xhaka is the captain of it. He's like, this is not my Arsenal. He's like, I don't know. Yeah. And that's the king, bro. That's like the arguably the best striker of all time in the EPL, you know? And it's like, and people don't listen to him at Arsenal. You're like, oh, you don't think this guy knows? You know? You don't think this guy knows? Like, you shouldn't have, like, it's like everybody in the world knows what's wrong with Arsenal. But except for the people that run Arsenal. It's like,
yeah,
I don't get it. You know? It's like everybody, like even Fink probably knows, like, you know, all the shit players on the team, but like it's like, oh, you know, it's like everybody's shit basically.
yeah. You've lost Aubameyang.
Yeah, and like Aubameyang, that's another story. Aubameyang
ruined that guy's career now.
Yeah, and that's what I'm saying. Arteta, this guy was leading goal scorer.
Same with Willian. You can't tell me Willian was shit. He had a great season with us. He goes to you guys and like, you guys are like, fuck is this guy? Like,
yeah, like this guy's a ball boy. You know,
it's now like, he's back in fucking Brazil.
But that's what Arteta did, was ruin the players that weren't his players that he didn't buy on the team, and he got all of them out now. Like except for
that was his way of holy shit, Davis. They finally scored 6-1.
6-1. Let's go. But yeah, Arsenal is like in the Cleveland Browns, or like actually like in the Maple Leafs, we'll say. Like it's like you like them for what reason now?
Heritage.
It's hard. Yeah. It's like
because of the heritage.
It's like this. A lot of guys will cheat, but they'll never cheat on their sports team. You know? It's true. Isn't that true though? It's like imagine bandwagon jumping. I can't do that. I remember the Leafs were shit I remember when Sundin retired and we had no captain, and then for 3 years or something like that. And I was like, I don't want to watch hockey anymore. And my buddy's like, why don't you just pick a new team? I'm like, you can't just pick a new team.
Yeah.
What do you mean pick it? I'm like, I'm a Leafs fan, man. I know it's embarrassing, but hey,
it is
I'm
what
a Leafs fan. Yeah, it is what it is.
Look, we had one of the worst records ever. Fuck, 25 points or something like that.
That's what I mean. It's like, imagine that. You know? Oh yeah, and that's another thing. Who do you think is the best goalie in your eyes? Waugh, Brodeur, or Hasek, or Price? Those are probably the 4 best goalies ever.
No, you have to. You have to put Fleury in there, bro. You have to.
Maybe.
How is he not in there? 3 cups, bro. 3 fucking cups. He's got how many fucking wins? He's the only goalie in NHL history to beat every team.
Who are you taking out of there? Out of those?
Hasek.
Are you kidding me?
No.
Who did you say? No. Waugh, Brodeur.
You take Waugh out of there.
Waugh?
We take you out of this podcast for saying that.
No, yet like the only guy that you can take out is Price.
Yeah, because he's same age.
Never did,
and even then, I wouldn't even have Price in there. I don't.
Yeah,
I don't see the hype behind Carey Price. Like,
yeah, that's what I mean. He's never won anything except for with a stacked Team Canada.
Yeah. Wasn't that Crosby?
Yeah. So it's like, yeah, there's Crosby again. Yeah. But yeah, that's exactly it, man. It's like you can't. I don't think you can put Carey Price in either. But a lot of people argue because of his games, and he's been like the best goalie for the last fucking 7 years, maybe. You know, and it's like I don't know. I think you're right. I forgot about Fleury actually. Damn. Because Fleury's he's a weird one, man. He's a little sleeper,
man. He gets the job done.
Yeah, he's
not getting the job done this year, though.
Huh?
He's not getting the job done this year.
Fuck, he doesn't have no team either. No defense.
Yeah, and all this. I think his team's under
goalie's as good as their defense, bro.
Yeah, but defense is only good as their offense.
That's right.
But what do you think about that? I think that team is just a bad year for them because all that rape shit going on with them. That Kyle Bat kid or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know, so it's like...
Yeah, but they've been on the downhill for a while, though, too. Think about it. Like, they haven't... Mike, three championships in 6 years or something like that?
Yeah, but how about this, though? How about Jonathan Toews? Right? How about Jonathan Toews coming... How about Jonathan Toews coming out saying, yeah, I knew about that whole Kyle Beach thing or Batch thing or whatever. Like, and that's your captain, bro. And, like, No, that's crazy, man. I could never picture Sundin. Like Sundin's the only Leaf captain that I think about in the last 20 years. I don't think there's any like who Phaneuf or who's their captain now? Who's their captain now? Oh, Tavares. Yeah, Tavares.
Call yourself a Leaf fan. You don't even know Tavares. No,
it's Tavares. Does Tavares even really play? Like this?
Yeah.
Like what do you mean? This guy is this. I think that guy.
Power play.
They should never have gave that guy the captaincy. They should have gave it to Matthews in a heartbeat. I don't think Tavares talks so like a robot. Like the guy's, the guy has no. I think it's. I don't know. I thought it was a mistake from the beginning. I think it was Matthews or nobody.
You had a deeper voice than Davis.
No, but yeah, man. So, what do you think about Brett Hall? Since you're a Stars fan, celebrating with the Blues, eh? Like he won the cup because he never won.
No.
That's pretty funny, eh? Like seeing a guy like that, or no?
Did you get a ring too?
Yeah, you probably got a ring too. Yeah, dude, that's what I mean. I don't think it'd be heartbreaking for me if I was Brett Hall, man. My team winning, or like, yeah, it'd be heartbreaking. See my team won and I never could do it with them. I don't know. I think it'd be. I think I'd be as happy as I give it. I guess you got to nod him for that because I wouldn't be happy. My team wins and I guess it's your team still. So who knows? I don't know, man. And what do you guys think about politics in sports? Do you think politics we already covered that?
No, but Zlatan said it best.
Yeah. What did he say?
Play sports.
No play sports and shut up.
Yeah. Remember with Zlatan and LeBron, remember?
Yeah. Oh, yeah, play sports. Yeah, that's a real. Yeah, he did tweet. Well, so, Davis, you said you liked this topic. Let's hear what do you guys say?
I gotta say, it's got a place in sports to a degree. Like we were saying earlier, like you said, Bunjo, like you said, with the rainbow jerseys and the kneeling and all that. Like for me, the anthem kneeling over the top, no need. It didn't get anything like point wise. No one could have cared. All it did was get more people pissed off, right?
Yeah.
And as far as the jerseys go, yeah, absolutely. It's like Mike said too. It's like, once in a while, sure, you want to do that because, like, you look at the NFL or whatever, and they do their charity cleats once a year. Great idea. Same with the rainbow thing. But, when you make it all season long, it's just, like you guys say, are you playing sports or are we doing politics in this?
Yeah, what are you changing if you're doing it every game? Like,
yeah, it doesn't even make sense.
It just becomes the normal, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, like the whole kneeling thing is like, they still kneel? Can you believe that? And what is that doing? What is that?
Nothing.
I just want to know what it's doing. Yeah.
That's what I was going to say. Is who does anyone even pay attention to that or care anymore?
Yeah.
Not anymore.
At first, we're all like, put up the black squares on Instagram, but like now it's just a cool thing to do. It's a trend. It's like you either support them every day in your regular life. You don't usually if you're not racist or you don't hate gay people. You probably don't hate gay people in your everyday life. So why do you need a rainbow flag once a month or something?
Yeah,
that's my point.
They're doing it. They're doing it because it's on a platform for them, right? They want to look good.
That's it.
That's all it is. That's what's dirty about it. It's a way to sell a New Jersey. That's all it is.
Yeah,
and that
military night and all these other nights. Yeah, not take away from military, but you know what I mean. Like,
yeah. But like, look at and I put that up because Las Vegas came out with a nice jersey, right? It's a rainbow jersey, and I was like, this is pathetic. It's just a way to sell another jersey. And someone says, I'm like, I think they should leave politics and just skate and play, man. And someone said, so what? You think they should cancel military night? How about a national anthem? I'm like, well, that's called being patriotic. That's not politics. I'm like, I don't think you understand the difference. Those people are heroes and they fought for our country. I'm like the rainbow flag, they're just scared to come out of the closet. Like, no offense, but it's like, it's like somebody that's not comfortable with themselves or somebody that's a hero. Those are two different levels. That's what I think. I don't know. It's hard to say.
No, I agree.
I agree. Because it's like I've never been in the military, and I've never been. You know. Hey, yeah, if there was that one night in Russia. No, but it's like, no, but it is nice when you first see it. It's okay, but like like Fink said, every time they got to pull this, it's like, dude, and then they put out this whole docu-series about the first gay guy. It's like, who cares? Yeah. Good for him. You know, it's like, who cares anymore?
Well, like you just said, it's like the same with these kneeling. Like,
yeah,
it's just becoming the normal now.
Yeah,
you know, you watch the start of a soccer game, they're standing there, whistle goes, he kicks the ball. Now they're kneeling, so now it's normal. Just I'm watching, you see him kneel, you're like, oh, you don't think anything of it anymore.
That's what I mean. It's just like, do we even, like, I forgot that they even kneel until I watch a game. I'm like, oh, they still do that. It's like, I forget why they're even doing it sometimes. You know, it's crazy, man. So who do you guys think is gonna win the NFL there?
I got Tampa versus the Bills.
Tampa versus the Bills? You think Brady's going to pull out on top, huh?
I think so.
You know what's crazy? As a Cowboys fan, I got to say this about Buffalo. We don't, like, we're not supposed to like them, right? And it's like, but those guys, they make it to the finals a lot, eh? And they always lose.
Yeah, that's why I took them to go. No, you know what? I have Pittsburgh winning, going to the final against Buffalo there, and then Buffalo beating them. I feel Pittsburgh, if a team's gonna be that 7th seed, come in and do it, they're gonna do it.
Yeah, especially Roethlisberger has a chance probably.
Because who do they play first?
What, Pittsburgh? They got Kansas City. You're out of your mind?
Yeah. No, Kansas City. He's not like Green Bay was better. Tampa was better. Like
Mahomes, man.
Right.
Tom Brady, bro. Tom Brady's gonna do it again.
No.
Yeah, there's no stopping the guy, bro. He's 44 fucking years old.
They're stopping when you don't have any receivers left on your roster anymore.
Dude, he just has to throw it at their face mask and watch it get stuck.
Exactly.
Someone touch Brady and there's a penalty.
Oh, dude. Yeah, but that's like another thing like that they used to say about Gretzky too. You know what I mean? That was part of the game, bro. You got to have enforcers to back up your all-stars, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Fuck, my Colts should be there, but they're fucking garbage.
Yeah,
hey, that's on your own spot. You lose to Jacksonville the last week of the season.
Hey, so let me ask you this then, since you're Colts. So Peyton Manning and Tom Brady back in the day. I always thought that Peyton Manning was a better quarterback because he always had like a worse team all the time.
Nobody can audible better than Peyton Manning, in my opinion.
Yeah, like like what's that guy's name? The 80. What's that guy's name that played with him? What's that guy's
Harrison?
name?
Marvin Harrison.
Yeah, Harrison.
Or Reggie Wayne.
Okay. Yeah, it's those guys. So Reggie Wayne and Harrison, right? Remember them? So do you think that? Remember all the players that played on the Patriots, though? Like they had a lot of receivers. Yeah, and that's another thing. And I don't know. I always thought that Brady had a stacked team during those times, like stacked.
So did Peyton, though.
I was going to say, no, Peyton was just a stack, though. Absolutely.
Yeah.
I don't think you could give one quarterback an edge.
Dallas Clark, bro. Dallas Clark was a fucking stud tight end.
Yeah, you had Dallas Clark, you had Edge, you had Jordan James, and your defense was scary.
Brandon Stokely.
Randy Moss and Marvin Harrison aren't on the same playing level. That's a fact. Randy Moss is one of the best.
So is Marvin Harrison, bro.
No.
Wow, that's a little stretch in the truth there.
Yeah, you're saying that because you're a Colts fan. But realistically, we're talking. But it's like this. Like I think Terrell Owens was the best after the catch. You know what I mean? Like,
after what about Megatron?
Oh, he was just unreal. He was just a beast.
Yeah.
That guy's next level. Like,
but Terrell Owens was the best after he caught it. But for him to catch the ball was another. He dropped a lot of balls, right?
Yeah,
and that was his downfall. And I always thought because it was him and Randy Moss going back at it. Remember the best?
Yeah, back and forth.
Yeah, and but Randy Moss, I just thought you could just throw that thing anywhere and he'll get it. You know, like I think that guy. Yeah, and it's and I hate Odell Beckham. It's like this dude has his gloves made out of glue. that's why he can catch it on the back of his hand and stuff. You know, it's like you just throw it at it and it gets stuck. It's like I could play in the NFL if I had those gloves. You know, it's like crazy. I don't. I think. Were you guys old enough to watch the games when they had no gloves? When they were just like some of them had no gloves. Isn't that crazy? Yeah. Like thinking they had no glove, but they had Stickum on their hands. Right? I think Jerry Rice was the first one to introduce Stickum to the game, I think.
Yeah. It was about that time, yeah.
And I think Jerry Rice was the first one to get caught with it, right? Or something?
Yeah, they all got caught. Him, Michael Irvin, all of them.
Yeah, but I think Jerry Rice was like the pioneer of that. Yeah, and Michael Irvin. That's why I like the Cowboys, man. We got players like Michael Irvin. He's ready to go party in Columbia any night. But but I don't know. The NFL now that's a politic game right there. Being in the NFL, that's all filled with politics. That sport.
Oh, that shit's it's too much.
It's crazy. Yeah, it's crazy. Like, what do you guys think of Colin Kaepernick? Do you think that he should be his own career?
He should be starting on a starting team right now. He should be starting quarterback.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Do you think what team do you think he could walk on?
Colts, 100%.
Oh my God, here we go.
Fuck, we need it. We need him. Call Colin. That was my hashtag. Call Colin.
Dude, that's what I think. I think that guy could have been better. Like, is better than even Dak. I don't think Dak Prescott is that good anymore, bro. I don't like the guy.
Cam,
you like him?
Sick.
So are you saying he's been blacklisted because he had his whole stance thing and everything? You think the league actually blacklisted him for that?
Yeah, well, if you look at the owners of every team, they're known to be not nice.
Yeah, I'll give you that because it's like you guys say, look at the NHL, look at soccer, look at basketball, pick another league, and you can come out gay, you can whatever, racist, whatever leagues, like okay, yeah, whatever, that's fine. But like you say, you look at the NFL, you say something like that, and you're done. Your career's done.
You know what's crazy? Out of all the sports. The people that are football fans or hockey fans, they call soccer like the pussy sport kind of, They say they're weak and they dive a lot. It
fucking drives me nuts.
Yeah, but it's like this. It's honestly, we don't have a documentary coming out about a player being gay in soccer, or you know what I mean? It just doesn't happen. I'm not saying there isn't, but it's just like they don't
on the team.
No, but it's like they call it all, but these guys, if you look at NBA, they're all they're all divas. All these guys,
Yeah, pure diva sport. But and now, what about what I'm curious is like the Raiders, for example.
Yeah. What about them?
Don't they have that fucking Nasir guy or whatever?
Oh, Carl Nassib or whatever. Yeah, the gay guy, right?
Does he get changed in the same change room?
That's how he's knowing it.
Does he use the same change room? Because like, bro, if my teammate's gay, I'm not gonna get like I don't want him.
Yeah, exactly. That's the politics aspect of it, right? Like when he came out with that, exactly that. How many of them said, "I'm not changing him there if he's there"?
Yeah, but right? that's just like changing in front of a woman, almost, isn't it? You can't change in front of women. Like you can't. Women and men don't share change rooms, so why would you with him? It makes sense. You give that guy the janitor's closet, no?
Yeah.
Yeah, you don't give him
or give me my own.
Yeah, it's like I'll take the boss's office, I'll change in there if you want me to. That's what I mean. It's like it's a sticky situation. It's like, and what do you think about like just overall like transgenders playing against women?
It's not fair.
It's not fair. They should have a transgender league, right?
Make transgender Olympics. Make fucking whatever you need to do, but
it's not fair because like
there's no room for it.
I was watching the UFC. This one, it's like not UFC, MMA. Sorry, and this one, she's a transgender. She just went to a women's league and started pounding in these women. Right, won every single one, and then another transgender came to the league, and then beat her. And it was the only one that could beat her. Or him, or whatever you want.
Look at the weightlifter from New Zealand.
Yeah,
New Zealand sends one weightlifter to female to the Olympics, and they sent this transgender thing, and the runner-up is like full female. Like, what the fuck?
Yeah, and she got murdered. Yeah, it's not fair. I think it's not fair.
It's not fair at all.
No, it's like, and as much as everybody, that's what I think. They should have their own league. It'd be interesting to see, man. That's for sure. Imagine that, like, what's that guy?
Toronto Ladyboys.
Yeah, Austin. Yeah. Yeah, Austin Matthews is like, NHL's too hard, man. I'm going to the transgender league.
That's right. Yeah, really. Like.
No, it's like that's easy though. Like, imagine LeBron James playing in the WNBA right now. Like, it'd be it's like what?
Yeah, it's no.
That is unrealistic.
No co-ed, professional co-ed sports. Like,
you know what? Since the equal rights thing, they all say they're equal and all that. It's like, hey, everybody wants to be equal. Play the same sport. That's why we have different sports, because it's not equal.
Because it's not equal. Exactly. The Olympics. Look at the Olympics. They've been doing it for how many hundreds of years?
Yeah. Dude, that's what I'm saying. Because you know how the women's soccer and women's NBA, WNBA, they all say we should be making the same money as the men's. It's like, well, you have to drive interest from fans, right? You can't just be you can't expect to make the same money when your team's not making the same jersey sales or anything.
Right.
At the end of the day. Yeah, so it's hard to say that whole equal rights thing is crazy, eh? That's like a sports politic now, you know. It's crazy. And it's touchy. Imagine someone coming out and saying that plays on, like, let's say McKinnon came out and said all that. He wouldn't be allowed to play in the league anymore, probably.
I'd sell all that shit.
Yeah, he's like, screw you, McKinnon.
Fucking right.
You couldn't beat a woman. Yeah, because it's like because the Canadians women's soccer team is like one of the best in the world, right?
Oh yeah,
you know, and the men's isn't. So they had this rumor that they said, oh, the women's team would beat the men's team, and it's like I remember. So there's a clip on YouTube that the women's USA team, they're really good too. One professional, I forget who the professional soccer player is. He comes and plays against them, and he just goes through the whole team easily. Just one guy. So it's like imagine a whole team of them. That's all I'm saying. It's hard. It's unfair, eh? But what do you guys think? You guys want to call it quits or what?
Right, don't matter to me.
No, you don't mind. So we'll go for a little bit more. Then. What do you guys? So what do you guys have there? You guys want to talk about anything?
I'll bring this up.
Canada.
What?
That Team Canada.
Oh, yeah,
hey,
Team Canada.
Go. You go ahead first, Mike. Go ahead.
Eric Stahl, Mike Richards, and Scotty Upshaw, Danny Heatley.
Danny Heatley. When's the last time you guys played? Besides Eric
I don't know. You get Dion Phaneuf and Koliakovo on defense.
Damn. Koliakovo is a news pundit. He's a radio host.
Willie Mitchell, Caden Gooley.
Willie Mitchell? The guy from the Leafs?
Mark Mathot.
Damn.
Kevin Bieksa.
Damn.
Patty Marleau, though.
Patty Marleau, yeah, he can probably still play. He's a pretty good old guy. How about Joe Thornton? Or is he still in the NHL? He's in Florida.
Yeah, he's in Florida. Probably got a goal tonight.
Sure that.
But yeah, it's pretty crazy, man. They've got Mason McTavish, Connor Bedard on there, Owen Powers from and Shane O'Brien, World Juniors.
What do you guys think of that? That NHL is not being there. It's pretty good, or I think it's terrible.
What's that?
NHL not being in the Olympics.
It sucks.
Yeah, but it's like, like it's for amateur sports, right? For amateur athletes. Yeah. So NHL should never have been in there anyways.
Yeah, I was going to say there's no need for them to go.
No. And especially this year, like they got to, I want Matthews to focus on the damn.
The way I look at it is as a country, we send our best players. That's the way
I think that's why they have the World Hockey Tournament. They don't have the Olympics is for the people that aren't in there to showcase their talent, and the World Hockey Tournament is where they come. That's what I think they should do.
When you're, what's the things, the triple gold. Isn't it Olympic gold, Stanley Cup, and World Junior? Or World
Yeah, juniors is the third, yeah.
Yeah, but it's like this. It's because it's embedded in us to think that way. Well, I would rather. Don't you think a World
Go to the
Cup
Hockey Hall of Fame, you'll see the triple gold club.
Yeah, but like the World Cup of hockey, I think should be the one that replaces that. I think World Cup of hockey, like World Cup of soccer.
Cup of soccer. Yeah, exactly.
And they should do that.
In what? Didn't they do that in 2015 or something? And not since.
Yeah, that's what I mean. They should keep that up and get rid of the Olympics, because the Olympics is like I like how soccer does it on the off season. You know, not during the season. That's crazy to me. During a season, you gotta go to this tournament. That's crazy. I don't know.
No, I agree on that. You know, you're out. You have your country saying, "Oh, can we take this player, that player, this player, that player?" You know,
and stop the league while everybody else is just like, "Oh, okay."
Yeah,
I get that. No, I get that. I get it.
Yeah, but that's what Arsenal's going through right now. They have 9 players at the Africa Cup of Nations. It's like, why the hell you sign so many Africans? You know this is gonna happen.
You gotta spread it out equal.
Yeah, and that's where it comes down to manager.
We lost our goalie.
Yeah, so and that he's a big part of your team.
Yeah, especially when we play City tomorrow morning.
Yeah, and that I remember that guy. That guy saved you guys a few times. You know, that guy's good.
Yo, did you see him in that game against Liverpool?
Yeah, it's crazy. Yeah, and it's like when you watch, just like us, our goalie is unreal, and everybody when we got him, everybody hated the guy. Everybody's like, "Who the hell is Ramsdale? You're getting this guy." And you just let go of Emi Martinez, and now this guy is like one of the best keepers in the league, and he plays on Arsenal. You know, it's crazy. It's crazy to me.
Well, we had to do something with the way Leno was playing.
Yeah, Leno was he can't play Arteta's style. That's what it comes down to. He can't play from the back because he has bad footwork. So when he can't distribute the ball, you know, like Ederson from Man City is the best at distributing the ball. He has the best kicks in the league, the best by far. Like he can kick one goal to the other goal easily. He can kick.
Yeah, I've seen that.
Yeah, it's crazy. Yeah, and that Ederson's like he looks like a Brazilian guy from the favelas. You know, he has all the neck tattoos. He's crazy looking.
Yeah, gangster. He does. He looks pure gangster, man. Well, he's Brazilian, I thought he was Colombian.
Yeah, he's Brazilian. So he's like he probably grew up in like that kind of favela stuff. So that's probably why. He's hard though. He's a hard guy. Like he looks like a tough dude.
Straight from the Amazon.
And Brazilians are tough overall. Like they have like the best mixed martial arts and all that stuff, right? So it's pretty crazy.
Brazilian jiu-jitsu, right?
Yeah. And then so what? Let's hear what you got, Davis.
Davy's been out for the next 3 qualifiers.
Oh, damn.
Is that does that hinder Canada's chance for the Olympics? Or the World Cup?
Yep.
Isn't Canada already qualified or no?
No.
No, not yet. No, they still got 4 games, but he's
by 1 point.
Yeah. They got what, 4 games left? 5 games left?
What did they play in the last 4 games? 5 games.
We go to Honduras on the 27th, and then I think the 30th they're back here in Hamilton for US. And I don't know what's after that.
They got Costa Rica one more time too, I think.
So I think they should be. I think the USA will be the team that could kind of get them. You know, like beat them. I mean, not get them.
That's what I'm saying, though. But like, you got what you don't. I see Mexico and the States bypassing Canada easily. If Canada can't get at least 2 of those wins.
Yeah, but I think. Well, if they have 4 games, I think they have to win 3 of them, right? If they're only 4 of them, if they're only 1 point above.
Well, for what? It's first the top 2 qualify, and then the third is a play-in, basically.
Yeah. Yeah. So all they have to do is beat Honduras and Costa Rica then.
But that's what I'm saying. That group's a lot closer than a lot of people are giving it credit for.
Yeah, but think about this. Canada is 40th best country in the world right now.
Right now, yeah.
You know, that's the highest they've ever been.
What happens when we play fucking Germany, England, fucking...
Yeah.
But you can't say that because look what happens when Mexico plays them.
I mean, look what Iceland did.
Look at USA. USA does it too, right? And they're not good, but they pull out a.
They've got one player. Fuck.
Yeah, and it's like, but with Canada, they could. I mean, they could do it, but I think once they get to like the European teams, I mean, I think it's game over.
It's game over. Canada would never stand a chance against fucking England.
Like, dude,
would never stand a chance against fucking Germany. Like,
look at Croatia, bro. Croatia is a small country. They have 3 million population.
Yeah, and look, they got Luka Modric, fucking Mateo Kovacic.
They couldn't mess with them, and they came second last tournament. Like, they lost to France. God damn. But I can't believe it's already been 4 years. That's crazy.
Yeah, that is pretty crazy.
And it's like this year I'll be in Europe for the tournament, so that's gonna be pretty cool. Even though it's not in Europe, but it's like just
Qatar, right?
Yeah, just that atmosphere, man. Especially if Croatia does good. I don't know if you guys watched the Croatia videos. They were like, it was crazy, man. It was like that's what I love about sports. Yeah, you know, I was here for when Argentina won their Copa America here. And they beat Brazil in the finals, and they weren't supposed to have a chance. And the whole street was going crazy. I was out there celebrating, you know, and it was pretty awesome. You know, I was like, damn, this is what. And I had my camera out there because I was vlogging it, and everybody's like, you're gonna get robbed, and nobody robbed me. But you know, like, and that's the thing I love about Canada, is like when the World Cup comes around, everybody comes out and supports their team. Everybody. That doesn't happen. Like, that doesn't happen in every country. Can you believe that?
Yeah,
because they're not multicultural.
You're gonna go to Croatia and be like, oh, look, there's some German flags and some fucking English flags.
Yeah, but it's like, but you think like places like I don't know, man. Argentina, they have lots of mixed population, but you don't see that.
It's crazy. Some German flags there.
Oh yeah, dude, you see some? Do you? Yeah, you see whole German towns down here, bud.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, but yeah, Germany. Since we're on Germany, Germany has been interesting in the World Cup of soccer. Like, they always have this team,
bro. They're just building a fucking.
No, dude, they have this team on paper every year that you're like, holy shit, they got a good team. And then the last couple, like before the last couple times, they always make it to the finals or, you know, win it.
Who do you start? Who do you start? You got fucking Havertz. You got fucking Timo Werner. You got Sane and fucking Gnabry.
Yeah, Gnabry is good, though. Gnabry's an Arsenal man. Yeah.
Oh, fucking good. Kai Havertz is the best out of them all. You just haven't seen his full potential.
All right. Yeah, Gnabry is awesome. That's a guy that I have an autograph, something of his, when he played for Arsenal, because I used to like the guy. And then when they got rid of him because they didn't want to pay, they didn't want to sign him. So he went to Bayern Munich, where he's from, Germany. But he has an English accent. I don't know if you ever heard the guy talk, but he sounds like he's from London, right? Because he's an Arsenal guy. Because he's
right.
And it's like, then he just turned it on. It's like, that's another thing wrong with Arsenal, man. They do that. They sell these players, man. And it's just like, dude, man, you got to keep them sometimes just for a little longer, or give them a chance in your team. You know, like that's one thing I'll say.
Like David Luiz.
Yeah. Well, David Luiz, they play that guy every game.
He's sick. He's so good, bro. I love David Luiz. I love him,
bro. Look. Damn! Look at that guy's hair, huh? Yeah, I'll say this: his leadership is incredible. That's for sure. But as for an Arsenal career, it was like a up and down kind of thing. I thought he did really well, and we missed him a lot when he left for leadership. But at the same time,
you guys fucked up by getting rid of Giroud.
No, and he got lots of red cards. That dude. Like, Luiz is unstable, man. That guy gets
he's
yeah. And we already have Chaka, so 2 guys getting red cards isn't good, man. Isn't good for nobody. Yeah. Davis, what do you think about Arsenal? What do you think the problem lies with Arsenal?
Oh, you already know where I stand with that. It's Arteta. I couldn't stand the hire. I didn't like it when it first happened, and you know, I'll be the first to, you know, be out there celebrating the day he gets fired. Like, he's not the right type of manager for our team, like the way we want to play.
Yeah, but if you think about this is the first year that he's had all the players that he wanted, and the first time he got to play his actual style, and he's bringing us.
Here we go.
And we're in a Champions League spot. That was unfathomable.
I can't fucking believe that. I honestly can't believe that.
That's unfathomable last year. Remember last year, 10th place. Yeah. I was like, there's no way we're even making Europa. Never mind Champions League. Yeah. And now here we are, and it's like we just tied Liverpool with a man down the whole game.
Yeah,
that's impressive. That's very impressive. But no Salah, no fucking.
Yeah, but we had 11 players missing. So I mean. We had all,
but is it Arteta's coaching and style that's gotten us there? Like you said, like after a year, let's say, let's give him a full year, or is it just the players finally, gelling with each other more so? Like, is it more player based?
No. Well, Arteta brought these players in to fit his role. That's why players like Aubameyang are gone, and that did really well in the old style. But this is a whole new style of play. So this is Arteta's ball. He introduced playing from the back. Like instead of kicking out like every other team does, they pass it back and they play slowly, and that's Arteta's ball. That's the difference. And he gave people like Saka, Emile Smith-Rowe, he bought Odegaard, and these are the guys that he envisioned playing in his team, and now it's kind of working.
You know what you guys need? I know what you need: a German coach.
We need.
We're not getting a German coach,
man. Seems to work for fucking Liverpool and us.
Yeah, hey, I think what it comes down to is clearly our midfield. We don't have anybody in midfield now, but we don't have a midfield. Our midfield isn't good. We can't.
It seems that for us right now, it's kick the ball and chase it down and hope to God. Like look at Saka,
Dude, we don't play that. We play from the back. I just told you. We
but I'm saying
from the back.
But I'm saying, as far as how our team's doing, like that seems to be the way we're going. Like you said last year, right? Like you said, we bring up Smith, we get Odegaard, everything that Arteta wanted, right? And remember, near the end of the season when we started playing all these guys, everyone's like, "Oh, we're just giving up on the season," and Arteta's like, "Just wait," or trust the process, right? Trust the process.
Dude, he has a trophy, and the other big teams don't.
I just don't buy into it.
Like being a Chelsea fan.
Except for Chelsea, or
we won't wait. There's no time to wait. Yeah. Like we're gonna win, and we're gonna fucking win now.
Exactly, and that's what I prefer. I prefer to win now than wait 4 years.
The difference is they'll spend $500 million every season, and our guys will give us like
$500 million. Fuck, okay.
Well, dude, you guys spent $250 last year. Yeah.
Yeah, fuck, and look who we brought in. Huge assets to our team.
But that's what I mean. You guys bought $250. Oh, actually, not last year. Year before that, right? Because the year before. This year you didn't buy.
Well, the windows, yeah. If you're going by windows, yeah. It would have been
this year. Yeah. So this year you only bought the
last winter. No, Kai and Timo came in last winter. No.
Yeah. You guys. So let's put it like that. You guys got January transfers, and our team. We need January transfers, but you think we're gonna buy them? No,
because fucking you got they're too focused on the Avs.
Yeah, the Avs and the Rams, man. Yeah,
same owner, right?
Yeah, and then that's the problem. It's like
that's your
Arsenal.
Problem. You guys have to get rid of the Cronkies. You have to.
Yeah. Well, they look at Arsenal because Arsenal is one of the biggest grossing teams in the world, right?
Yeah.
And so because everybody's an Arsenal, not everybody's an Arsenal fan, but
7-1 final, Davis.
I don't want to talk about
it. There's like all of Africa, like a lot of people love Arsenal, right? Here, I'll be honest with you, I've seen lots of Chelsea and lots of Arsenal jerseys in Argentina. I haven't seen. Usually, it used to be Manchester United everywhere. And now it's like
growing up as a kid, it was Man United everywhere.
Yeah. Now it's kind of.
You know
changed,
what? I notice a lot. Like in like Chelsea groups, a lot of like Nigerians and like Africans.
Yeah.
Drogba and Victor Moses, right?
Yeah, all these guys. Yeah, and same with Arsenal. Arsenal have lots of African fans too. And French people, like everybody if you're from France,
right, yeah, exactly.
You love
Arsenal.
Yeah, and that's what I mean. It's like I remember 2006
goal.
2006. I remember when Henry left, right, and then they went to Barcelona and won the Champions League because that year. So Arsenal played in the Champions League finals against Barcelona, and Henry put on a show, right? And then they ended up losing in the final, and Henry was crushed. So he left, went to Barcelona, and won it, right? And then I hate that, but it's like Henry, he did so much for the club, so you can't really hate on him for that. But I mean, if he went to Tottenham, that's a different story. But what do you think of that?
That's a problem, like right now that Rudiger. There's talks of him going to Tottenham, but Tottenham's not going to pay him $100,000 a week more than fucking Harry Kane.
Dude, if you went to Tottenham, would you be pissed at him?
I do not want to see Rudiger go. He is our backbone of defense. He is by far has been one of our star players.
So does it matter to you if he goes to Tottenham or anywhere else? Like,
I don't care. I just don't want to see him leave. Yeah.
Yeah. See me, I'm like an old school soccer fan. I watch soccer since 90. And like
you cutting out.
Oh, we're all cutting out. I think I'm a little bit older than you guys, right? Can you see me?
Yeah, you're good. You're good.
Yeah.
I think I'm a little bit older than you guys. So back, like,
I don't know about Davis.
Simmer down, Mike.
But I think Arsenal. You can't like Tottenham fans or anything that has to do with Tottenham, you know.
No. Yeah, we're not supposed to either. We're fucking.
Yeah, but that's what I mean. I'm that kind of old school where it's like I can't like those teams. I can't anything positive. Like
Luka
Modric,
but my own.
Yeah, but Luka Modric played for Tottenham. That's where he played for most of his career, right? So until he went to Real Madrid. So when he played for Tottenham, I never liked Luka Modric until 2018 World Cup. I was like, this guy's shit. He's overrated, and he's Croatian. So it's like, and he's like the best Croatian ever. So it's like, I was like, nah, I don't like this guy, you know. And it's like just because he played for Tottenham. Can you believe that?
And Mateo's starting to make a name for himself, though.
Yeah, I'm petty. I'm petty like that, you know. I can't like even Chelsea. I used to, but it's like we have a problem with Chelsea, but we're not really like we don't have
not like us and Spurs and not yeah.
It's like
we'll like switch players without issues. Roman Abramovich will just not work with fucking Levy.
Yeah, that's what I mean. It's like that's what you got to be like to be an Arsenal man. You got to hate Spurs. You can't go like I remember he wanted to buy a jersey. I'm like, are you fucking kidding me? And where he's looking at him, I'm like, put that shit down. I'm like, put that shit down. I like that. If you buy that, I'm lighting that on fire as soon as you step out this store. I'm like, I don't care. And it's like, he's like, what? He's like, I'm a sports fan. I'm like, then you can't be an Arsenal fan then. Don't be an Arsenal fan and do that shit. Don't do that. And that's how I am. Are you guys like that with sports, or are you guys kind of calm down with that?
No, absolutely. If you're a diehard sports fan, like, you know, I'll even put Mike there, obviously, but, you know, it's like you use Mike, for example, right? He's a diehard Colts fan. I could not see Mike going out there and saying, oh, I'll buy, you know, a Tennessee Titan hat or a friggin' mug or whatever. You know, you just don't do that. You don't do that if you're a diehard fan of a certain team, whether it be soccer, football, pick any sport. If you're diehard, you don't buy a rival's anything.
No.
Okay, you know what I went and did, though? I'm not going to lie.
What'd you do?
I'm a huge fan of Philip Grubauer.
Right.
And I've ordered myself a Kraken.
The Kraken jersey.
But that's simply because of the player, not the fucking team or any other like.
But then why not just buy a Grover Ave jersey? I'm sure you could have got one there.
Yeah, oh yeah.
But it's not saying it's not relevant.
Yeah, like I don't know.
But I'm saying like this: a Toronto Maple Leaf fan buying a Montreal Canadiens jersey.
Yeah, no, you don't do that.
A Buffalo Bills fan buying a Dallas Cowboys jersey. Yeah, you ain't doing that. You ain't doing that. It's like
me wearing a fucking Red Wings jersey.
Yo, does Dallas Stars have a rival team that they don't like? Because I don't know. I'm being honest. I don't know. Or they don't have a rival?
I honestly think, back like when they won the Cup, I think Colorado was our main rival. Like those was the big two in the West at that time was Colorado or Dallas because they were both so stacked.
What do you mean?
And Detroit, yeah, I'll give you Detroit.
So you guys are rivals then?
Yeah. To a degree. Nowadays, it's more so we can't get past like the Blues or the Panthers. Those are probably our main two right now.
Damn. So who's on your team when you won the Cup?
Oh, that was back when Madonna was there, Darian Hatcher, Zuboff, Belfort. That was
Nieuwendyk.
You guys
Nieuwendyk, Jari Lehtinen.
Yeah, you guys had a lot of teams. They had a lot of studs on that team for sure.
Oh yeah, that was
Colorado 01, bro. That team was stacked, stacked to the fucking tits, bro.
What team?
The 01 Avs.
Yeah. Oh yeah, dude.
Ray Bork, Adam Foote, Rob Blake on defense.
Oh, dude, yeah.
Forsberg, I remember Luke Sakic, like Tanguay.
Think about the year that they switched over from the Nordiques, and Sundin if Sundin would have stayed, he would have been,
and Wendell Clark.
Yeah. Imagine the team, like if Sundin would have stayed on the Nordiques.
Yeah, but
he would have got traded.
Lindros traded to Philly was the best fucking trade ever made in Quebec history. Fuck.
Yeah, our trade, we traded Sundin for Wendell Clark and Sylvain Lefebvre. And so that worked out for us, but it was like Wendell Clark ended up being old and not really,
useful.
Yeah. So, and Sylvain Lefebvre, I don't know, that guy wasn't the best either, I don't think. Did he play for you guys? Did they in '96 when you guys won the Cup in '96? No.
Yep.
So did Sylvain Lefebvre and Clark play actually, or no? Or were they injured? I don't remember them.
I'm almost positive Lefebvre did. Either that or he was 01.
Yeah, because those are the guys that went to Colorado for Sundin.
Oh, okay.
So it's like those guys didn't have an impact on your team, like Sundin had an impact on ours. So we that was our greatest trade. Like we had and I think if Sundin would have stayed there, imagine Sundin, Forsberg, Sakic. Damn.
Now look what Sakic's doing for us now.
Yeah, dude. I'm like
that would have been Sakic's best trade. Sakic's best trade was trading Matt Duchene.
So what? So who's your in '96? Who was your top centerman? Sakic, and then Forsberg, right?
No, Forsberg was a winger. I think it was Tanguay center.
Tanguay.
Alex Tanguay.
I don't think he was played at '96. Damn.
Fuck. No, fuck. 2001.
No, because I was gonna say like they're three centers because I thought Forsberg was a center for some reason. It would have been Sakic, Forsberg, and then Sundin. Sundin as a third line. That's crazy to me.
Insane.
Or like Sundin is that's crazy, man. That would be crazy. Like that. And you guys had Waugh in that. Damn.
Look at Nico, another goal.
What? Your team's playing now?
Yeah, they're our first intermission. 2-1 Colorado.
Damn. Yeah, man, that's crazy, man. Yeah, I think sports. A lot of people hate sports nowadays because of all the politics, like guys like LeBron James, and like the COVID mask stuff, and I don't know. I think sports are much needed.
See, the people going on about like the politics side of it, like LeBron, Lewis Hamilton, in Formula One, like it just makes me fucking hate them, not the sport.
Yeah.
I don't blame that on the sport. I blame it on them fucking idiots.
Do you think that sports are a big thing in kids' childhoods, or no? You don't think they? I think that's
you mean like playing them or fucking
playing them, yeah.
Yeah,
I think
of course
playing
they
on
are. Of course they are.
Yeah.
Teams, bro.
Yeah, because some people are like so against.
You go work anywhere, you gotta work with a team, right?
Yeah, anywhere. Yeah, I think it's better to learn the team aspects on sports or like even social aspect. Playing on a sports team, man. Anyway,
absolutely.
Yeah, you know how to razz people. You know how to take a joke. Like now, it's like, has anybody even played on sports? Because nobody can take a joke anymore. You know,
no, they haven't. Fucked after 2 years.
It's like crazy, man. It's like like my kid. I can't wait to get him into sports, man. But maybe that's bad. I don't know.
I tried with my oldest, and like he played for quite a bit, and then like this COVID shit's just really kind of made him just not even give a shit anymore about it, really.
Yeah. Do you think that does he game a lot?
That's it. That's the problem. I mean.
Like gaming is like easier because you're like always it's
in control. You're always in control, right?
And it's easier to be decent at it. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Oh, he fucking rips Fortnite, bro. He shows me how to play, bro.
That's what I mean. That's what I mean. I think it's the easier way to be decent at it, and it's because hockey. Think about hockey. Going out and playing, like you got to learn how to skate first, then you got to learn how to shoot a puck, then you got to learn how to use a stick. That's why I think hockey. Out of every athletic sport, you have to be the most skilled because you got to learn how to skate, use an extension of your arm. I think that's the most skilled sport in the world.
Absolutely, 100%.
Yeah. And it's like it's the only game except for lacrosse without out of bounds.
Yeah, but you think like a hockey player can go physically play any sport. Any other athlete can physically come and play hockey, but they can't skate and play hockey.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like that's what I said too. As like a hockey player. Remember that before the games, hockey players play keep up with the soccer ball every
they're
game.
Shooting baskets.
Yeah, and I'm like a hockey player. I said this to somebody else. I said a hockey player can go do every other athlete sport better than they can play hockey. 100%. Like there's no way a basketball player can come and play hockey good, like decently. But I guarantee you, a hockey player can come and shoot a three. That's just the way it is. You think a basketball player can take a slap shot and raise the puck? Nah,
there's no way.
No. His first shot
can't even do that.
Yeah, dude, it's like this: going and skating and trying to raise the puck is a whole different skill. You know what I mean? You got to learn how to do that. It's like it's true. It's like you might be able to shoot along the ice a couple times, but that's it. It's crazy, isn't it?
It's by far the most superior sport, in my opinion.
Yeah, it's like the most physically demanding. It's like there's no people don't understand this. They're like, well, football.
It's the most random sport too.
Yeah, it's like I'm like, you ever play hockey and get crushed into those cement boards going fucking 60 miles per hour or whatever they skate? You know, it's like that or 30 miles per hour, let's say. And it's like I'm like that's like running into a cement wall. You know what I mean? Especially, it's crazy. Like every other sport, like think about football. You can just run out of bounds. Or the quarterback has the ball, he'll just go down.
Mm-hmm.
It's like,
but you can't do that in hockey.
You can't do that in hockey. The only thing is the goalie can cover it. That's it.
Mm-hmm.
But,
and that's the thing. Like hockey's all determined. It's just so random that.
Yeah, it's like. That's why Ovechkin with the way he skates, like the guy is a skater, he hits. I like that. I look at that in a player, like as the best player. That's why I say Crosby doesn't do that stuff. Like Ovechkin's a hard skater, bro. He's one of the best skaters in the game. That's why he's so good.
So is Mac.
Yeah, and Mac's a good skater. Yeah, that's what I mean. It's like Ovechkin. Like
I feel like Mac is kind of a mirror of Ovechkin. Maybe not obviously not the goals or like that, but like their style of play, their heart and drive to play the game, like and how much they want to win. I don't see that in any other fucking player in the league.
You know what's crazy? I think he's like Crosby, but with Ovechkin's mentality.
Mm-hmm.
Like you know what I mean? I think
he's best friends with Crosby, right? He learns everything from Crosby.
Yeah, and that's why I think McKinnon is. He sees what Crosby's kind of doing wrong and right. You know what I mean?
Yeah. And then he does it on Ovi's level.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like, imagine if everybody had the passion that Ovechkin had. It'd be nuts. It'd be
like, how many goals does Mac even have this year? 5? But he's got like 30 assists.
That's what I mean. It's like that. He's like the opposite of Matthews. Matthews has what, like 30 goals and like what? 5 assists.
Yeah.
Yeah, who? So I have a Tyler Seguin jersey from the Dallas Stars. That's crazy, eh? Because I'll tell you why. Because
he's such a little weasel, that guy.
Yeah,
Wow.
I got it because I knew this girl with the same last name. That's why, and we were talking, so that's why I was just a little pussy, eh? I still have it. It's in Croatia, actually. I like buying hockey jerseys. Like
Same.
I don't buy I won't collect a Montreal Canadian one though. Someone gave me a
nice
hat.
Forsberg Nordiques one.
Yeah, dude, I have a Sundin Nordiques one.
Yeah,
I have two of them actually. The blue and the white one.
Look at this, Nazem Kadri, most assists in the league.
That's wild.
35. McDavid with 34. Stick that in your pipe, Toronto.
Who has the most goals then? Is this Draisaitl, Ovechkin, and Matthews?
Yeah, dry.
And then no, who's Matthews has to be 3 or 4 then, because that one guy
goals. It goes McDavid, Draisaitl, or
not
sorry,
McDavid.
That's points. Sorry. Goals: Leon, Alex Ovechkin, Austin Matthews. Oh,
Damn.
Ovi and Matthews are tied, 24.
Damn, that's what I mean. Ovechkin still.
Yo, and then okay, so those first 3 on the list. You know who next? Chris Kreider, DeBrincat, Troy Terry, Kyle Connor, Thomas Hertl, and then McDavid.
That's crazy, eh? And that's what I mean with McDavid, bro. You know, is he not the most overrated? Damn.
Like
McJesus.
53 assists.
Yeah, where's Mick Muhammad? We need some Mick Muhammad.
Sorry. 34 assists, 53 total points.
So 34 assists, 53 total points. He has the most points in the league?
Yeah, McDavid does 53. Him and Draisaitl both have 53.
So, I mean, most points is pretty good. At least he's won at something. But, like, what do you think?
Yeah, but he's not far. Like, Ovechkin's got 52. He's only got one less than both of those guys.
That's crazy.
And now Kadri's 4th with 48 points, bro.
That's crazy. And he's not an all-star. Can you believe that?
That's bullshit. Did you hear what Max said?
Yeah, I was just going to say that. You hear it. It's crazy. It's true, though. He's like, I always thought that, too. I'm like, why does every team get a player?
It started to become like that, and then it became like, it's like the NFL, the fucking Pro Bowl. It's a fucking joke. Just a money cash.
I remember when Sundin retired and we had no captain for like 5 years, and we had to put a player in the All-Star game. It's like, how? Who? Which guy? And then I forget who they ended up picking because I stopped watching it. I was like, how are you going to pick a player from this team? It's like picking a player from Montreal Canadiens. Are you kidding? Or Buffalo. You kidding me? You're picking these guys? These guys can't even put a hat on.
Now you got to vote him in. You got to vote Kadri in. I'm sure he'll get in.
Oh, dude. Every Leaf fan still loves Kadri. Everybody. So I think he'll get every Leaf fan. I think everybody's riding with Kadri on this. But who's your favorite player and the worst player in Dallas, man?
Oh, probably right now, favorite player? I've still got to go. I mean, it wasn't originally a star, but it's got to be Pavelski.
Oh, shit.
He's a stud, bro. Joe Pavelski's a stud.
Yeah.
Fucking Yankee, but...
Yeah. There's nothing wrong with that. But as far as a worst player, I gotta say, get rid of friggin' Klingberg. You want to leave? Leave.
Fucking right. We'll take him. I'll trade you Sammy Girard straight up.
Straight up.
I'm dead serious, bro. Sammy Girard is like a fucking chicken with his head cut off, bro.
Dude, I remember before I used to say I'll trade Marner and Matthews for McDavid. Isn't that crazy? when it first, and then now I wouldn't trade that. I wouldn't trade Matthews for anybody. Just like you wouldn't trade McKinnon for.
No. I wouldn't even trade him for McDavid, to be honest. I don't know.
No.
I know that's obviously it's biased, but like,
no, dude, I wouldn't trade. Like, to me, I wouldn't trade Matthews for McDavid at all.
I would trade McKinnon for Ovi.
Yeah, Ovi's my favorite player of all time. I like Sundin, but that's like a biased pick. Like, obviously, Sundin's not the greatest player ever, but he's my favorite. You know, he's my. I
don't sit there and walk around and be like, "Oh, Gretzky's my favorite player." No,
no,
he's the best player ever. I'm not going to pick him. I'm not going to be like, "Oh, I'm not going to pick him." But Peter Forsberg's my favorite player, and because I grew up an Avs fan.
Yeah, it's like
he changed
the rival.
He made a style of play. Like he created a fucking like.
Dude, that's what I mean. I had the same thing. Like, look at Sundin made Ty Domi score 20-something goals in a season. You know how that's
Forsberg made
impossible.
Milan Hajduk score win the Hart with fucking 50 goals, or not the Hart. What is it? What do you win for goals, Maurice
for sure. Yeah, but Milan Hajduk actually was decent. Ty Domi never scores before that. He didn't score 3 years before.
Yeah, I know. I'm not trying. Like, yeah.
And
you know what I mean? It only takes one player. Like,
dude,
you could play with Sundin.
Yeah, look at Darcy Tucker, one of the lead goal scorers in the league when he played with Sundin.
Okay, now hear me out. Do you see Leon Draisaitl going to any other team in the NHL and putting up the same amount of points?
Hell no.
Fuck no. Absolutely not.
No. It says, look at Zach Hyman. So Zach Hyman, I said he's a stud, right? But he played with Matthews and Marner, and now he plays with McDavid and Draisaitl. So it's like, is he really that
biggest? Like, who also has that opportunity? Like, it's crazy,
dude. It's honestly crazy to think about that. Imagine being Zach Hyman, and you just get to
come to our team and play with Mac and Miko.
And then he's going, then Crosby and Ovechkin are going to
we've got the best line in all of hockey, though. There ain't no
so here's another question. So, do you think that it would have been better? So Messi's in the top corner, if you guys can see him, right? So do you think if Messi and Ronaldo, would you like to see them play together, or do you like them play on separate teams in the same league?
Separate.
Yeah, I think the rivalry is way better than becoming friends, don't you?
Yeah, because look at fucking Gaymar there.
Yeah,
they're best buddies, him and Messi, right? Like they're. Yeah. Sorry, I can't stand Neymar. I can't stand.
No, he's the worst. He's the absolute worst. He's the most. That guy's a joke. And it's like, look at Messi went to that team, and they have Mbappe. Like their team.
Yeah, but now look, doesn't Mbappe want out?
Yeah, because he doesn't like what's like the whole thing there.
No. Why would you like that either?
And it's like, so it's like Ronaldo went to Manchester United. He still scores and stuff, but it's like Manchester United have a way worse team than PSG. Way worse team. Like, and it's like you can't even argue that Ronaldo isn't doing better. Like some people still say Ronaldo is not doing better. I can't believe that. To me, it's like he's scoring and he's playing on a shit team. It's insane. And the guy's 36, still banging in goals. You know, that's crazy, man.
Oh, look at Brady, 44 to get rocked still. Same shit.
That's what I mean, man.
That's impressive. That's
dude, Brady. That's what I mean. It's like how, but do you think that it's easier to play longer as a quarterback because you're not getting touched as much?
Absolutely.
Yeah, of course.
Just like Chelios, do you think Chelios his career age was amazing, or because he was a defense? I think defense is hard, but
you're still going in the corners and body and stuff. Yeah. I don't know.
Yeah, because
I don't think any position really changes when you're in hockey.
I think because even like goaltender, you got to think the knees and stuff give out.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
Well, look at Ben Bishop, right?
Yeah, and that's what I mean. It's like it's hard to hockey. I don't think they have a position where you can just play like a Tom Brady, where you can just slang the ball. You know, I don't think you have a position in hockey like that.
No.
I've got to take off here, guys.
All right.
I've got to deal with the kids and
have a liver life, eh?
Yeah.
I don't know. So you guys just want to end this then, and we'll do it again? This was pretty good. What do you guys think? It was good, eh?
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, for sure. All right, buddy.
Well, do it again.
We'll try to get more. See, we haven't been reading comments either. Well, whatever. Yeah, but all right.